Guys, this is Nick with Catalyst Fitness. I'm super excited for this one today. We're going to be going over good fats versus bad fats. And so here's what I want you to know. There's no such thing as a bad fat in a sense of like we need to eat fat to function, right? So there are three nutrients that are incredibly important. You have protein, carbs, and fats. All of them need to be eaten in some sort of quantity as it pertains to your activity level and goal. So when we look at good fats, the most important thing that we want to be able to look at is that they're coming from good quality sources. And so good quality sources could be something like a grass-fed beef, or a wild-caught fish, or really good nut milks that don't necessarily have a lot of sweeteners in it. Could be some nuts. There's a lot of really good nuts out there, like cashews, macadamias, all those sorts of things. And most importantly, you can get them from quality oils as well. So when you think of a quality oil, you're looking at something like a coconut oil. You're looking at an extra virgin olive oil, or even an avocado oil. And obviously, the most important fat for being down here and living in South Florida is going to be the almighty avocado. It's got a great ratio of fats when you look at their omega-6 versus omega-3. Now, when we talk about your bad fats, this is kind of like the opposite of everything that I just said. So if you're looking at the oils, you're looking at things like canola oil, a sunflower oil. Basically, when you heat them, you change their molecular structure and they basically go rancid when they hit your body. Not something that you want, obviously. When you talk about the quality of your meats, right? You want to make sure that your stuff isn't pumped with estrogens and a bunch of hormones that are going to have adversarial effects on your bodies. When we look at the types of fish, obviously wild's best, but when you look at the types of fish that aren't good, it's going to be anything that's farmed raised. And really a lot of stuff now is coming out, anything on the East Coast. So a lot of the wild caught stuff is coming from out west. And I think most importantly, a lot of dairy sometimes gives certain people trouble. So I don't want to kind of throw the baby out with the bathwater on this one, but for a lot of people, they're going to have adversarial effects to milk, cheese, yogurt, those sorts of things. Some people don't, but again, it's not everybody. So that's where you want to make sure that you're mindful. So a lot of people ask me, how much fat should I eat? And it's such an individual question because it varies based off of several factors. So when we look at your activity level, right? When we look at your metabolic health, that's actually a really big one with dietary fat. So people who are constantly stressed out or their guts all messed up, sometimes one of the protocols that they'll be put on is a ketogenic protocol, or basically it's a glorified version of the Atkins diet. All that is, it's a high-fat diet and a low-carb diet. It works really well for some people. Some people need the opposite, where they need higher carbs and they need to have a lower fat. But again, the whole thing that I want you to understand is that low fat doesn't mean no fat. And I think that that's something that's been caught on here with our society, and I don't think it's something that's healthy, because again, the fat is really important for having a good hormonal profile. So if you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to put on muscle, hormones are the foundation of that. If they're off, it's going to make it very difficult to achieve that goal. So again, I just want you to understand that the fat quantity is going to be determined off of your activity level, what your goals are in your metabolic health, and even your gender. So next step for you is to come in and let us take you through an assessment where we're going to look at your body fat, we're going to look at your weight, we're going to look at your skeletal muscle mass, and then that'll dictate us being able to tell you how much dietary fat, protein, and carbs and total calories you need for your body and your activity level. So the way that you do that is you give us a call, 717-799-6586. You'll most likely be talking to me, and I look forward to meeting you.